94 degrees. It is hot. Imagine this, 1 month and still no air conditioning. Tenants inside the Regency Square Mall have been sweating their way through every day at the hottest time of the year, not knowing if they'll get AC again or if they do, when it's going to happen. On your side, Zach Wilcox joins us live from the Iris Lending Library for the Blind inside the mall. He was there 3 weeks ago and nothing has changed, he's found out. Zach?
Jeannie, if anything, it's only gotten a little bit worse in here. I'm going to show you. I have one of these thermometers here, and this book is 89.7 degrees right now. That's pretty hot. That's about how hot it is inside of here. It's been pushing 90 all day. And what I'm showing you here, this whole row of Braille books, okay? Now, this is pretty high-grade paper, but they've been really having to get resourceful inside the library to keep this Braille from flattening out.
We're still sweating away.
Julia Imus does everything in her power to keep the sweat and humidity away from the Braille books she checks out to blind readers across the country. But after a month with no AC, there's only so much one can do. After all, she says humidity over 50% can compromise the integrity of Braille books.
After about a week or so, we could tell that there was some mold issues, the smell when we walked in, and we thought, we got to do something.
With no end in sight to the AC issues inside the Regency Square Mall, Imus took it upon herself to fill the Iris Lending Library for the Blind with fans and her own dehumidifier for the sake of the books.
Start noticing 1% a day just going down, like, just marked about every day at 1%.
The dehumidifier can't do anything for the 90-degree temperatures inside, which has drove away many of the volunteer groups. She has a solution for that, too.
I'm taking it to churches and things like that that allow me to set up in there for the day and get the volunteers to come in.
While they can make some books that way, Imus says the AC outage has limited the operations inside the library to just checking books in and out. The last update I got from Regency's PR team was last week when they told me management had received a few quotes and were working on fixing it. Imus is hoping she can outlast the heat for another few months, as Iris just needs $75,000 more to start building its own new location on Cesare. Leaving the Regency Square Mall and all of its history will be bittersweet nonetheless.
What happens here affects the whole city, so I'm looking for good things in the future. I know it will be brighter than what it is right now.
I tell you what, I'm going to have to pack a sweat towel for the next time that I'm in here. But Imus told me she really feels for the other half a dozen businesses that are open. They're a nonprofit here, but a lot of businesses are trying to make their bottom line and are struggling through this heat. I did talk to the buyer, the potential buyer of the mall. There's a sale that's going on right now for the vast majority of the mall, and he's mentioned that they have pushed back the end of that sale date to looking at January 2025 or so. And he did mention that his plan is to bulldoze the vast majority of the mall, build multifamily housing, as well as entertainment and other retail space as well. So that actually really lines up well for the library's timeline in trying to open their new location. But for now, we're just going to have to get through this heat. At Regency Square Mall, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.